it is a bit scary, right? Because this is going to affect one of the biggest company in Japan, which is Bandai Namco. So you can see they recently make a talk or like a in-house training or something along the lines of like a speech or something, aiming for global expression, DEI initiatives in the CEDEC 2024 panel. Quality assurance representation. Representative Okuma Mirai revealed the 4 points of the developers' in-house DEI training. So apparently Bandai Namco is trying to push more and more DEI. Alright, so here's the thing. Bandai Namco, whether you like it or not, some of you guys maybe hate Bandai Namco, I get it. But Bandai Namco is the biggest IP holder for a lot of massive titles. Dragon Ball, Gundam, Naruto. What else is Bandai Namco? I think One Piece is Bandai Namco. Those are all Bandai Namco. They own so much IP. So if Bandai Namco starts doing DEI in the future, Naruto will be black. Ooh. Sasuke is going to be a woman. Alright? So this is going to happen. Alright, DEI is to be pushed in all of this. Alright, in all One Piece gone woke. One Piece gone woke, right? Sword Art Online? Yeah, Sword Art Online. And if you guys didn't watch the video or the stream that I did a couple of days ago, we also talked about Bandai Namco's latest shutdown is Blue Protocol. Alright, Blue Protocol is one of the latest shutdown as well. And I don't think the game shut down because of DEI. I think the game shut down just because it wasn't that good overall. But you can see right here, it's crazy. They actually did this CEDC 2024. So here are some of the features, right? We're going to look at all of this and try to analyze it. It is very detailed. Very, very detailed. Okay, I think up to this point. So you can see character hair. Alright? So you can see one of the things that they mentioned in the DEI, character hair. So can you see straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair? So DEI must include curly hair. Alright? So in the session, so Okuma introduced 4 teams for the house DEI training. So if you guys, any of you guys watching, you want to cater towards DEI, you want to cater towards woke, any of you are making product for the woke people, make sure you go for the curly hair. Alright? So it was shown that human hair shapes vary greatly by race and individual. Of course, right? Different race, different individual. Okay. So and are also, alright, influenced by the humidity of the country or region one lives in, but can be broadly divided into 3 types: straight hair, wavy, and curly. Okay? So if you guys ever want to make a DEI stuff, alright? So you can always go and design stuff like this. Okay, what else is the next one? Character gender. So it was explained that a person's gender is determined by 4 elements: biological sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, gender expression, and that a person's gender is expressed by a combination of these elements. Okay, so you can see SOGIE. So sex characteristics, sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression, they call this as SOGI. Very interesting. So you can see, they are actually teaching the Japanese. These are the things that, I don't know why they put an X here, but you can see, right, lesbian, gay, bisexual, heterosexual, asexual, trans, cisgender, X-gender, I don't know what that is actually. Queer questioning? Very interesting. Okay. Huh. So they actually teach this in the DEI training as well. Ooh, look at this. Okay, I want to read this in detail because this seems very, very interesting. The third point is about differences in culture and values. For example, Hotaru no Hikari is a song played at ending scenes such as graduations and the end of the year in Japan. While in America, it is a song played at celebratory scenes such as weddings and the New Year. It was shown that there are things that are treated differently depending on the culture of each country or region. Therefore, if we take our common sense and values overseas as they are, they may be perceived as strange, so we need to carefully consider them. Wait, what? If we take our common sense and values overseas, they are perceived as strange. So... A song played at celebratory scenes such as wedding and the New Year. So even the song is very important for DEI. I didn't know this is going to be a thing, right? They remove lollies? I'm not sure. In terms of difference in culture and values, differences in context culture were also shown. Japanese culture is high context, exemplified by actions such as guessing and reading between the lines, and promotes communication without saying much, based on a common understanding. On the other hand, Western culture is low context, starting from a place of no common understanding and placing emphasis on verbal expression, which is due to the fact that Western countries are multi-ethnic countries with immigrants and other factors. Therefore, it was shown that simply translating Japanese lines and explanations into local language may not be interpreted well due to a lack of words. So that is why a lot of localizers try to change things a little bit more than just translating it. They try to make it more fitting in the narrative of woke, I guess, which is going to be in itself, right? So there's that. Okay, let's see, what is that? So this part is interesting. Okay, accessibility, higher level concept that includes usability, which indicates ease of use, remove obstacles in the case of games, eliminating difficulties in playing and providing an environment where everyone can play easily. I don't really agree with this, right? So isn't Bandai Namco the one that makes Elden Ring, right? By removing difficulty, eliminating difficulty, so that everyone can play, they're trying to cater towards women, I guess, or like more audiences, right? So this is like kind of a bad thing if you ask me. Like, I feel like certain games have to like remain core to its foundation, play easily. Yeah, I feel like that's what they are trying to like cater towards, right? The modern audience, they want games to be easier to play. If you do not understand DEI well, you will not be able to properly select the expressions necessary for the content. In other words, there's a risk that you will ignore the feedback you receive because you do not understand it, or you will do as you are told because you do not understand it. The latter can cause big problems. For example, if there is a game set in a school with about 20 students in the countryside of Japan, if more than half of the characters are foreigners, even if it is correct from a DEI perspective, it will be extremely unnatural in reality. Of course, if there's a necessity that everyone can understand, there's no problem. But if there's no particular intention or reason, or even there's an intentional reason, but there's no necessity, it will give the impression that we try to consider diversity for the time being, which is not good. So they're talking about students in countryside in Japan. Okay, very interesting. Okuma pointed out there are scenes and situations where DEI-related expressions are not necessarily necessary. In that particular, in order to protect the worldview and setting of the content, it is better not to express them. Even concluded that it is important to properly understand DEI and expressions in order to be able to make such judgments and to determine the direction of the content you are involved in. Okay. So the overseas people bitching about Dreadlocks, diversity epiphany. Okay, so this is the last one, right? So let's have a look at this. So remember, Bandai Namco also made Blue Protocol. And in Blue Protocol, they also have these, the Dreadlocks that you can customize your character, the hair. Alright, apparently some people say this is not an accurate representation. He also shared an episode where Dreadlocks, one of the hairstyles that can be selected in the character of Blue Protocol, was added in response to feedback from overseas partners. Okuma said that when first experienced the feedback, there is no representation of that in the game. So he was shocked and thought, so that's what diversity is. He said, not being represented not only means that needs for self-expression is not met, but it may also be that the identities of many players are not imagined. Therefore, he added Dreadlocks. So that the woke gets to play with a different kind of overseas partner, Amazon. Yeah, most likely Amazon, right? Amazon is the one. How many of you guys, if the game don't have Dreadlocks, you won't play the game? Like, if there's no Dreadlocks, you're not going to play the game. Dreadlocks is to represent DEI. Okay? Diversity, equity, inclusion. Inclusivity is very important, alright? All of these are very important. You want to feel included. Afro is important too, yes. Adding woke. How it was asked for by overseas partners and not overseas players. Yeah. because they believe the partner. They believe the partner. I guess they trust the partner, right? Not being represented not only means that the need for self-expression is not met, but it may also mean that the identities of that many players are not imagined. I realize that not expressing something may nullify the existence of a certain person, even before it leads to discrimination. DEI. Alright? Very important. I find dreadlocks disgusting. Whoa, chill, man. Did you just say dreadlocks disgusting? Damn. Damn, is it racist to say that? Is it racist to say dreadlocks are disgusting? Listening to insane people? Well, if you don't listen to you gotta cater to the woke, the broke, alright? But anyways, this is Bandai Namco's, I hope the other Japanese company don't follow. But, you get what I'm saying? Bandai Namco is looking for that good old kiss of death. Huh. You don't wash it in some months. So if you don't wash the dreadlocks in a few months, it becomes disgusting, is it? I think the Assassin's Creed, the samurai has dreadlocks as well. But it's just a hairstyle, right? Who really Yeah, again, you can see more and more Japanese games are probably going to get infected with Western DEI. Alright, the fact that they even have this talk going on, right, is kind of insane actually. Capcom was one of the worst by far, but Bandai Namco struggles with an audience in the West, and this won't help even in the slightest and will only harm them more. Bandai Namco is importing over DEI. It's over for Bandai Namco. They aren't looking to Western companies taking huge backlash due to this DEI bullshit. Let them discover for themselves. It's called Bridge instead of having a particular part of the company dedicated to DEI. They're gonna give DEI training to all the employees and make it a core part of the company. Bandai dies too nice. Let's see the stocks plummet. I don't know if Bandai will just die just like that because they still have a crazy amount of IPs, right? Like I mentioned earlier. Like One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto, like a lot of big IPs. They have like probably one of the most anime IPs, so it's not easy for them to just go down like that. They are probably Ban DEI, Bandai, Death Bridge DEI, EOS of games. So basically we're gonna see more Killmonger hair clones. Bit by bit, they slowly chew up and erode Japanese games. What even is the point of playing a Japanese games when it is just going to be another Western game made by Japanese people? Thanks for your effort. Huh. Lose it if my precious Tales of series gets affected. Tales of series. Oh yeah, Bandai make that one, right? Tales of series. Tales of is quite famous as well. Imagine if they put DEI. Tekken is already diverse, no DEI needed. Tekken doesn't feel forced. It's just when some Japanese games, right, they don't have that, they add it, it definitely will feel forced for sure, right? Bandai is selling a lot to the West with Elden Ring classic dumb Twitter comment. Yeah, Elden Ring is one of the few exceptions, right? Most of the Elden Ring is probably like one of the very, very unique one. Yeah, but to be fair, Bandai Namco makes lots of games. There's a chance that people here might not even think of that. They think of the anime games first, right? Like the Dragon Ball games and stuff. Now you understand Brazil banned Twitter? Damn, Brazil banned Twitter. Huh. They have been doing this since 2015, when they started censoring the games. Let's see how long this will last. We ain't taking the shit lying down. Yeah, this is really bad. Hopefully, not much I hope that the gacha games that Bandai Namco make. Bandai Namco also make the Dragon Ball, right? Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle and stuff. I don't think those have any DEI characters. Unless like, I mean the author passed away already. I don't know if there's anything that they can like change. They don't think of licensed games first? Yeah.